Welcome to the highlights of the third day's play in this third test between the Windies and Sri Lanka in the Cricket West Indies Home Series 2018. Kensington Oval, where all the action is taking place over the course of this third test match. And coming in to this day, Sri Lanka were precariously placed 99 for 5, 29 to Gunatilaka, 22 to Kusal Mendes, not out though were Roshan Silva and Dequella. Roach had bowled well on his home turf, and Shannon Gabriel also picked up a couple of wickets for 42, a wicket to Jason Holder as well. And what that meant was that Sri Lanka was still trailing by 105 runs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Kensington Oval in Barbados as we get set for day 3 of this, the third test match between the Windies and Sri Lanka. What a day's play expected. These two teams battling for glory. The Windies one up in the series. Sri Lanka attempting to claw their way back. If they can salvage a win, they will draw the series. And it's been an eventful one for the Sri Lankans.
Here we go.
Good start by Shannon Gabriel. Jason Holder. Very interesting field. There's still a fly slip. Glove. Dorich not holding on. Curious to see if there was gloves on this delivery.
Certainly seemed to hit something on the way through. Here it is. And may actually have hit that left glove, but his hand was clearly off the bat. It just takes the hand off the bat, and I think he would have been safe even that if had that been taken.
Nice shot. Wonderful timing. Will go into the boundary line. First boundary of the day for the Sri Lankans.
And this is how you have to play. Let the bowlers bowl at you. Covers that nicely. Nice wrist work. And just times it away. Doesn't look to hit it very hard. Seems to have quite a lot of time to play.
Played and gone. Finally, Shannon Gabriel strikes. They've been working on Roshan Silva, and he gets his man.
And he'd been playing so well, he'd been leaving so many of those, Roshan Silva. Maybe just a little bit of break in concentration. It's a legal delivery. This one up, couldn't resist the temptation, throws the hands at it, way away from his body, and Dowrich holds on. So the breakthrough that the West Indies wanted has finally come. It's Roshan Silva departs for 11. Sri Lanka now 118 for 6.
He plays it, and he plays it really well that time. The difference, it was right up, and he got a good stride in Roshan Dequella. 122 for 6. Great way to end the over for Dequella. Down on one knee, more Sangakkara-like. Go down on one knee and drive that through the covers. Brilliant to watch.
Four runs. Welcome runs for Sri Lanka. 126 for 6.
Drift a bit, that'll be leg byes. He's got a loud voice, hasn't he? They hit him on his thigh pad, so probably height was a problem. So Dikwala needs to make sure with the ball, where the ball's swinging, could try and do something different. Make sure.
Nice loft down the ground, won't get to the boundary. Hayden Walsh Jr. of Antigua, but part of the Barbados Pride setup here in Barbados franchise setup, is on the field as well. There he is, Hayden Walsh Jr. And in the commentary box, Jeffrey Dujan, Roshan Abhisingh.
Thank you, Bish. Dikwala has looked to play a few shots. Past the bowler and throw it on. He's looking to be enterprising, he's looking to counter punch, and at the moment it's coming off.
Well, he's making use of anything loose that he's been given, Dikwala. This is just right up there, this is just a half volley. Times this really nicely. Well, that's flicked high in the air and crosses the boundary just about now. 40 Dikwala. He goes on to 40 and it's 143 for 6. Just picked it up off his legs really nicely. Couple of bounces and it was into the boundary. There's no one out there. Perfectly safe shot. But here's a wicket, just as you say it, and they've got the right man as well. Dikwala. Jason Holder getting him to play at one outside off stump and flew to slip.
Well, they want to check the no ball, but I'll take back what I said about Holder. He struck straight away. That's fine. He's already landed his heel behind the crease, so he's fine.
Wasn't really a threatening delivery, but seemed to just straighten a bit, and Dikwala, just look how far away from his body he's playing. Not in control at all of that delivery, and the bounce just took it away off the edge into the hands of slip. So his resistance comes to an end. 42 well-made runs nevertheless. As Dikwala goes, it's 147 for 7.
Well, the time for the captain to lead from the front, coming in at a difficult time. Suranga Lakmal. And he's up against his opposite number. Leading edge should be taken. Yes, gone. Third wicket for the Windies today. Kimo Paul takes a simple catch.
Was on his pads. Suranga Lakmal, I thought, was playing the right option. Again, the no ball being checked, but no problems at all with Jason Holder's stride. Pitching outside leg stump. He played the angle, Suranga Lakmal, but Holder, he gets it to straighten down the line. Gets Lakmal for a blob. 8 down now for 147.
Got him. Yes, Jason Holder strikes. simple delivery yet again. His family and the Bajan supporters here at Kensington Oval, they're loving it. The umpires will just want to check to ensure that it's a legal delivery. Oh, not looking good at all.
Oh.
Big mistake for the Windies yet again.
Oh boy. That's number 6 in the series. But looking at Richard Kettlebury's reaction after the ball hit the stumps, he knew that was a no ball. It is a no ball, buddy. You've overstepped. No doubt about it.
Really disappointing. This image speaks volumes of what we've seen consistently from the Windies. He can't believe it. Stuart Law, even Corey Collimo, what can they do? It's a real problem, a real issue for the Windies and their bowlers. Can be frustrated.
In the slot, Dilruwan Pereira, who was looking to shield Kasun Rajitha, having a go mid-off and mid-on, us sitting deep anyways. Just played the wrong line.
That reaction says it all. This time, he gets his man, Jason Holder. I'm sure they will check again this delivery to ensure it's legal. Had to do it twice, made the error in overstepping, but he's fine on this occasion.
Too good, far too good. We were talking about the shape that he's getting. He kept missing that off stump. This time, pushed it slightly more towards leg stump. Opened up Kasun Rajitha. He's playing the leg stump line. And the stump cartwheels towards Dowrich. Kasun Rajitha is the man dismissed for naught. 150 for 9.
He attempted to run. Chance of a run out, yes. Good smart thinking by Jason Holder. We were talking about him getting 5 wickets. Well, he's effected the run out. It wouldn't go to his wicket column, but he's done really well. So given Lahiru Kumara responding to a call from Pereira, run out without scoring, Sri Lanka innings coming to an end, 154.
Well, did tell you they were going to run for everything. It was never on. With the presence of mind that Jason Holder had, there was one bail on. So Holder could have easily knocked that over. That was enough, rather than pulling the stumps out. But he misses out on his best figures. It's not going to matter. West Indies well on top.
Sri Lanka were finally bowled out for 154. The top score coming from Niroshan Dickwella, 42 to him, 11 not out to Dilruwan Pereira. 3 wickets for 52 to Shannon Gabriel, who's continuing his good form. 4 wickets, though, to the captain, Jason Holder, at the paltry cost of 19. Which saw Sri Lanka 50 runs behind.
Devon Smith, and of course Brathwaite. A testing time for Devon Smith. We've spoken about his technique. He tends to walk across as he plays his shots. Doesn't have a solid base, generally on the move. He's going to be challenged, but the Sri Lankans will realize that anything past 200 on the 4th innings is going to be a tough ask. This is another player that needs some runs in this series. Brathwaite. Devon Smith being recalled by the Windies, expecting big things, but again just 1/2 century to show so far in 5 completed innings. Here's the first ball of the 2nd innings. Run straight away. Single to Brathwaite.
Good leave. Now this is the one area where I believe that Stuart Law's facial expression and Corey Collimore's facial expression, in addition to Jason's mom, remains a problem. He finally got the wicket. Tell you why. That is the end of Smith. To Lakmal again, playing back. Playing back. That weakness has been exploited again and again and again.
Look where it pitches. Anything short of a length, he was good. That delivery, well, he's fine. That's fine. Thankfully, from a Sri Lankan point of view. Staying down. I wonder whether there was an inside edge, but no doubts there. Well, that ends a rather poor series for Devon Smith, out without scoring. Windies are 1 for 1. Good work in the gully, but you could see that nice movement forward from Powell. Short and wide. Well, they'll pounce on the loose deliveries, and that's the right way to go. This is Powell announcing himself at the crease.
It'll just spice things up just a little bit between Kumara and Powell. He has been able to dismiss Powell a couple of times this series. Powell looking to be positive. So the response now from the bowlers will be interesting to see.
And also begs the question. Now that's been taken. Well, Sri Lanka have got another one. Mahela would have got that forward short leg. It's drama here. We've seen 5 wickets lost in the Sri Lankan innings, and in the short span, the Windies have lost 2. Lakmal again.
And good to have the short leg in there. Attack. Look to take wickets even though you've given up a lead. And that is exactly what Sri Lanka have done in the early goings here. This is good test match cricket, good thinking. Brathwaite goes 8 for 2.
So Shea Hope is also in need of runs here. Hasn't lived up to that great potential and promise, but not so sure whether this is the ideal surface for someone to get back his batting confidence. That average is too low for him. I think he's a better player than that. Bowled him! My goodness! This is brilliant! He set him up. He had the short leg in, he had the backward short leg, and then bowls the perfect delivery, the Yorker. Shea Hope's vigil ends as well. He's stunned. as much as he's
146 kilometers per hour. Very good length bowling. Very good length. Just the intent of having an attacking field and supporting this fast bowler who has been so impressive with his control this series, annoying West Indian supporters. That was perfectly pitched by Lahiru Kumara. None for Hope, 9 for 3.
Yes, again the length. Just creating that uncertainty. It's that kind of a surface where we've seen some uneven bounce from just around that length area. Asking the question. Oh, that has to be close. Impact might be a question here. Where was it hitting? That's certainly very, very close indeed.
Yeah, two things. Did Powell get struck outside the line of off stump? And then you're also looking at the height of it. First question is, where was he struck? Outside the line of off stump or in line? Looked as though he might have gotten outside, and height.
I think it's more like the height. It was hit in line. I thought it was outside the off stump, but it's the height. A good decision by umpire Gould. Sri Lankans were excited. Oh, going off a leading edge, playing against the movement. It's 13 for 3. It's relief for the Windies batsman. Powell surviving those last two deliveries, but what a session it has been. 8 wickets in the session. 68 for 8.
At the first interval, the Windies found themselves in trouble. 13 for 3 with Brathwaite, Smith and Hope gone. Not out batsmen were Kairan Powell and Roston Chase.
Roston Chase. He's come out to try along with Kieran Powell to steady the ship. Kumara's bowled with good pace.
Gone. Another success for Suranga Lakmal. That's the danger of always looking to be aggressive here. The bowler is always in it on this pitch.
Well, it wasn't a particularly great dismissal, but Chase turned it into one. Got on the back foot and opened up. Seen him out like that. That's given out. Well, he's gonna go upstairs with it. Sri Lankans seem pretty confident.
Please go to the ultra when you're ready.
Stand by black, yellow set. Roll yellow, mix yellow.
Yeah. Yes. Go rock and roll for me. Yeah. Yeah. It's clearly edge. Yeah. Go back to on-field umpire. Yeah. Richard, it's clearly edge. Stay with your decision out. You are on screen. Go ahead. Well done, man.
Nicely played. He'll get 4 for that. But if we look at the way that they've played, where they've gotten their runs, the safe areas that they've played in, they've left the ball a lot outside the off stump, let the bowlers bowl to them, Not gone chasing it as Dowich just did. That's gone for 4. Beautifully timed. If you leave enough outside the off stump, sooner or later the bowler is going to want to bowl at you.
Like this, and then capitalize on any opportunity to score, just as this shot with Shane Dorridge.
Yeah, he's been good on the pull shot. He's looked very good, I can tell you. He's holding his pose. He's seriously looked in very good touch. Another short one, this time it's taken. Kasun Rajitha has struck. This is the wicket Sri Lanka have been after. And the shot that Dowridge has scored a lot of runs has turned out to be his downfall.
It's the execution. Didn't quite bounce. Maybe didn't time it well. Was very low and outside the off stump. Yeah, he knows it immediately.
Got him, number 7. Bishu for naught, Kasun Rajitha, 2 in the 1 over.
Let's have a look at this. Played all around it. Didn't come across his wicket.
Edge went through. Make that 100. Punch down the ground. He waited for that one right underneath the eye. 50 up for the Windies.
And it's just the way to bat safely on this pitch. Let the bowler bowl at you. It's got to sooner or later. And play to your strengths. Many times in this test match have we seen Jason Holder drive the ball straight down the ground. Lead goes up to 101.
Edge through, more runs. 4 of them in fact.
They'll take all they can get. Score goes up to 56 for 7.
Edge taken. Rajitha gets a 3rd, and it's Jason Holder on the way back. Kusal Mendis, safe as houses. How well did he move to his left and take that?
Again, Jason Holder, no footwork, just follows it with the bat. Good catch. Rajitha, as he has throughout this series, gets another important wicket. West Indies lead just 106 now as Holder goes for 15, 56 for 8.
Thumped away by Miguel Cummins. Moves on to 8.
Cut away. We'll get a boundary. This is smart batting from Kemar Roach. Taken. A rare loose shot from Miguel Cummins. He's been good throughout the innings. Just went for this one. Was flighted a bit. And on the second attempt, catch taken in that first slip area. Kemar Roach will be very disappointed. But a good effort yet again by the Sri Lankans. They're catching. Excellent. Cummins, he goes for 14. It's 82 for 9 now. Lofted shot. Boy! That's painful. I just hope that he's okay. Shannon Gabriel looking very worried as well, and quite rightly so. This was the delivery. Attacking stroke from Shannon Gabriel. Managed to get 6 runs for it. But look at the commitment. Just jarring onto his rib area. Top part of the advertising board. Just when the fielder was in a vulnerable position, you would think. Tee has been taken, I'm told. The umpires calling the second break in this day 3 of the 3rd test between the Windies and Sri Lanka.
At the second interval, the Windies had progressed to 88 for 9. The top score, Kemar Roach, 20 not out, and with him, Shannon Gabriel, who was on 6. And in hitting that boundary, Kusal Pereira found himself straddling the advertising hoardings and injuring himself. 3 wickets to Lakmal, 2 wickets to Lahiro Kumara, and another 3-wicket haul for Kasun Rajita. How did that set up proceedings? Well, the Windies were ahead by 138 runs.
Overs left in the day. Oops, a mix-up, miscommunication. Umpire Ian Gould will check upstairs. This will be disappointing if this final wicket is taken via this route.
Yes, I made my decision. My decision is out. I repeat. I repeat out. Ghana, make the signal, please.
Ghana, please stand back.
Yeah.
Stand back, 5.
Yes, up. Go out. Yeah, thank you.
Shannon Gabriel looking for the second, had to turn back and was found short. So Sri Lanka needing 144. The call was 2 from Kemar Roach, and Shannon Gabriel did respond. It's only after Kemar Roach took 2-3 steps that he did say no. Big frame of Gabriel had too much to do to get back.
Yeah, definite miscommunication as you saw there. Shannon Gabriel immediately dipping down, turning, responding to his more senior partner, you would say, with the bat. But to his detriment, way short. Good throw in the end. Yes, Dinesh Chandimal, the technical team. Everyone happy and proud of this effort. It's the Windies' lowest total versus Sri Lanka. Their lowest at this ground against any side. 93 being shot out in their second innings.
No surprises, Danushka Gunatilaka moves up. New partner for Milo Davatte, it's Danushka Gunatilaka. He's out there because Kusal Pereira, while attempting to take a catch on the boundary line, hit the hoardings. He's out injured.
Clipped off his pads. Timing is good. And it will get to the boundary. Danushka Gunatilaka opening in place of Kusal Pereira, who's injured, was taken to hospital, playing a nice clip off his pads. Punched, pitched up, and Danushka Gunatilaka taking the aggressive and the offensive approach. Don't forget, he opens in the white ball game, quite familiar with situations when he has to go after the bowling, and the Sri Lankans really looking for every opportunity, which is the right way to go on this surface, as long as it's risk-free. Came back, and that's given. The Windies has struck first blood. I don't know what they're thinking about it. Is he going to review it? I think he's going to walk away. Oh, he's reviewed it. Sorry, I beg your pardon. He's reviewed it.
Yes, clearly missed the bat, and go to the ball track when you're ready, please. Ian waiting for the ball tracking. Ian, impact in line and wicket hitting. Stay with your decision out. Wait for the call. You on screen. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, Sri Lanka have lost a wicket. Rudawata goes. Clipping. In fact, hitting the middle stump. So the Windies have struck. He's not happy. But they are certainly happy. Rudawata goes without scoring. Sri Lanka 9 for 1. Gone fine. And it's gone for 4. Useful runs for Sri Lanka. That's gone fine. And that's another boundary. As I said, very vital indeed for Sri Lanka. Anushka Gunatilaka now go up to 16. Spoken about the importance of partnerships. Gunatilaka and Dhananjay De Silva need to combine, and combining up in the box. Russell Arnold and Jeffrey Duja.
Thanks, Roshan. Well, Russ.
Oh, that's hammered. Not right underneath the eyes. There was a bit of width, but Gunatilaka has played some wonderful shots this evening.
Well, I think it's the one day, the limited over player coming out in him. Once you give him the use of his arms, not afraid to hit the ball in the air, and of course, there's no one out there. Just put down, is it? Bit straighter. Did it carry? It certainly did. That'll have to go down as a missed chance. That's beautifully played. Right up in the slot. All the Sri Lankan batsmen strung through the onside, strung off their legs. No need for any foot movement. That one just came straight into the slot. Timed away nicely.
It's in their zone, they're playing their shots.
It's in the air, Bishu is under it. Will he take it? Yes, he does.
For a moment I thought he was in trouble because he was backpedaling, but he kept going, and he hung on to it. Jason Holder strikes straight away. They are going to have a look at that front foot, which no doubt about it is fine. And basically that would leave Jason Holder on a hat-trick. Picked up a wicket off the last ball he bowled in the first innings.
And this was the man they needed to get rid of. He was scoring at a rate. Bishu seemed to have misjudged it, and finally managing to hold on. So Wickets with his first delivery. on a hat-trick, Jason Holder. Gunatilaka goes for 21 from just 30 deliveries. It's 30 for 2.
Nicely controlled. Anandre De Silva. Quality player, looks like he has a lot of time.
And he can't afford to be bowling this short. Jason Holder just doesn't have the pace. He's got to get it up there. That's pitching in the middle of the wicket, and De Silva easily just getting on top of it, rolling his wrists and playing it nice. And dropped. This time it's Powell.
Well, they dropped Dhanushka Gunatilaka in the previous over, but he did not come back to hurt them. Bishu plucked one out of the air, but this was a lot easier.
Pitched up a bit more, catches the batsman on the crease halfway. Straight in, regulation catch, and put down.
That's where he needs to be, Holder, a lot fuller.
Short again and put away.
Gentle pace, that's not what you want to be doing. 38 for 2.
That's nicely played. It should have the legs to get to the boundary, and does. Well, that's gone.
That came back and knocked the off stump. He was just taking it away from the right-hander, and then Holder just pushed it in.
On this third day of the third test of this series. How about that? Shouldering arms, and Holder having a special test match. If only he can get a win. Slicked and taken. This time Devon Smith makes no mistake. He's usually very safe in that slip region. A smile on his face, and quite rightly so.
Well, that's not good news. Feet going really nowhere, bat away from his body. And also you could see that the movement, outward movement.
Just nearly was their bat. It was very wide from Shea Hope. Leg by signal. Out of his reach. But 4 important runs for Sri Lanka. They require 89 more runs to win. Turning out to be a very intense match. The Windies still very much in it. No Asian side has won a test match at Barbados.
Runs here for Sri Lanka. And they'll get a boundary. Mendes pouncing on anything short, gets another boundary.
That's driven hard into the offside, and it's going to go for 4. Too much width.
It's a risk-reward shot, isn't it? The way that Dickwella plays those. Another one gone. What a poor shot. What a poor shot from Niroshan Dickwella.
Looks to hit straight across the line of that. That was nowhere near the line. And straight into his stumps. Edge didn't quite carry. And that will do it for the day. Sri Lanka in the day at 81 for 5. Just 63 runs needed to win. And we've got 2 whole days left in this test match.
An unbelievable day of cricket ended with Sri Lanka on 81 for 5. 20 wickets falling on the 3rd day of this 3rd test. 25 not out to Kusal Mendes. He is a really good young player, and Dilruwan Pereira not out on 1. Jason Holder again at the top of the tree with the wicket taking, 4 for 21, and the wicket to Kemar Roach. So a very, very tight contest with Sri Lanka needing another 63 to try to win the test match, or the Windies needing 5 wickets.